Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Kill Count. Today I will be looking at Welcome to Derry, Episode 6, released in 2025. Enough talking, let's get to those kills. The episode begins in 1935. We see this little girl named Mabel getting woken up by this nurse, and they go down to the basement where they both see this red balloon, and bitch gets a little happy. We see Pennywise grab the balloon, and he shows himself to them. After that, it cuts to Will getting bitched out by his dad. He says he could have killed him in that sewer because it got in his head. They get into a heated argument, and Leroy actually smacks the little fucker, and immediately feels bad about it.
Come here, son.
Get away from me!
Will cries and leave the whole base. After that, it cuts to Lily showing the gang the dagger. They analyze the bitch, and they think it's probably a weakest for Pennywise. Ronnie says that she almost got them killed, and says she ain't going in that sewer again. Lily gets pissed and says she didn't ask for any of this, and Rich says it wants them to split up, but Ronnie could give less of a fuck. After that, it cuts to Dick going to his hangout. They ask where he's been at, because he's been gone for days, but he's just looking for more drink, and the guys stop him from going in the back. Will follows Ronnie and tries to talk her down, and she thinks she might have went too far. They hug and get interrupted by Charlotte, who tells them both to get in. The guys show Dick that they have Hank hiding in the back. Dick gets kinda pissed off, but they say that Charlotte asked them to hide him there. Then Ronnie shows up, and they get all happy. But Dick ain't trying to deal with this shit.
Thank you for doing this.
Leave me out of this.
After that, we see Marge fixing her eye up, and Rich shows up trying to throw his plane. He offers to help her out, and we see her gross-looking eye. Rich says it looks cool, and they talk about how everyone freaked out earlier. Then he throws his shitty plane. After that, Leroy goes to check on Dick, and he's just been drinking. He also sees this deadest person. He tells him what happened. He says that he used to see dead people, but he somehow put them in a box and locked it away. But now it's open again because of Pennywise. Leroy says that have to complete the mission and go back in to fight it, but Dick ain't trying to do all that shit right now and tells him to get the fuck out. Then Leroy goes back home and sees that Charlotte is packing. She says that her and Will are leaving tomorrow, and says they're also getting Hank out of town. It cuts to Lily in class, and she starts thinking about what happened in the sewer. Then she sees her dad in her desk, and starts freaking out and pulls out the dagger. Everyone looks at her like she's tweaking. After that, Marge and Rich eat lunch together, and Rich says that he had to pee in a bucket last night because he was scared of the voices in the pipes. Then he gives her this eye patch, and the bitch-ass Patty Cakes shows up. Marge don't, so she does the most cringy shit known to mankind.
I am a freak.
After that bullshit, they ride away with Will. They go over to the base to see Ronnie, and there's a whole party going on. After that, Lily goes over to that hoe's house. She just walks up in that hoe and starts going through this book where we see Pennywise. Yeah bro, that bitch is the real Pennywise's daughter from it chapter 2. Then she walks in on this. Lily goes up and hugs her, but then sees the picture of Pennywise, and she asks if she's seen him. She also says that she'd been following them this whole time, dressing up as Clown Bro, and talks about how her dad was a clown called Pennywise. Then it cuts back to 1935, when she took that kid to see the clown. Pennywise fucking jumps at their asses, and bitch actually thinks this is still her dad.
And you brought a friend?
Then Pennywise fucking charges at them as they run away. They run to this room, but only this hoe gets inside. And she stands there as this little ass kid gets killed in front of her bro. She sits there and cries, but we all know she could give less of a fuck. She probably still wears Pampers. Then he shows himself as her dad. Talks some shit, then it cuts back to telling that story. And she believes that it's her actual dad, Brew. Lily realizes that she's psychotic and fucking slashes her hand and leaves that hoe. It cuts to Ronnie saying that she's not going anywhere, and Will goes over there to talk to her. Hank says that he's not letting her go, but he wants to know more about Will. It cuts to the chief going up to his gang, and he tells them he knows where Hank is, but can't arrest him because he's at the black spot. Then we see Dick walking up in there all shit-faced, and Rich over here asking for some alcohol. Just playing bro, but this guy actually gives them alcohol. Will comes back out and says that she can't come. Then this little fucker Rich starts playing the drums. Outside we see these two about to get it on, but they're interrupted by these cars pulling up. And the episode ends with these men in masks about to light up the place.